Hey friends, it's Lydia from Farmview Creators. Today we're going to work on the Sweet Summer insert for the Interchangeable Window Box from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. I love these window box inserts. I think they are adorable. I have 3 of the window boxes. I have one in my classroom and 2 that I switch out around the house. So I am just taking all the pieces and putting them on my sticky board based on what I think I'm going to paint them. And I'm going to go in first and kind of stain the bottom portion of the baseboard for the insert with my amber honey glaze, and also get the stick of the popsicle with that same. First color I'm using is Barn Door Mineral Acrylic from Couture. The amber honey was also from Couture. Most of the products I use are from Couture because I love them so much. Then I'm going to go in on the larger pieces of the watermelon rind and use Basil mineral acrylic, and then that one little sliver I'm going to use autumn sage. Those 2 greens are amazing together. I'm also keeping my sponges out with those colors because I'm not done. I'm going to do a second coat and I'm going to ombre the words. So pitch black is a really rich black, and a lot of times you only need 1 coat. This is a Luxe Metallic. It's new. I just got it recently, and it is Cherry Blossom. It is so pretty. I do use more of a pouncing motion when I do my Luxe Metallics, just because I feel like it goes on a little bit better that way. For my white, I am using Ivory. Something Ivory, I cannot remember. I have lost my brain. My pink here is Vera at the Ballet. I love this soft pink. It goes really well with the reds. For the little crow beaks, I am using Firelight Orange. And I realized after I went in and put in my eyeball that I had missed a little spot on that one crow's tail. So I kind of did a little second layer on my ant and some brush ups on his tail there. Now for my ombre, I'm going to start with my lightest green and kind of going toward the bottom middle, and then I'm doing basil across the bottom, and then I'll use my pinky to blend those together. And if I need to darken anything up, I will. Then I go in with my pink first, blend it with the green, and my red across the top, blend it. The red wasn't as rich as I wanted, so I grabbed my brush and did that a little richer, and then blend it again. And now I am just kind of getting the goop off of those letters, since I'm not really going to do a second coat or anything like that. And I had needed to be quick to be able to blend the colors. I couldn't manage the goop. And you want more on your sponge when you do that, so that it does kind of brush quickly, so you have time to blend. Now, I have done a couple layers of the barn door, and I'm going in with a little bit of paint in my little bowl dish thing, and about 6 small pinches of Pentart Brocante powder. This is a texture powder, and then I am just stimpling it over the watermelon to give it that texture, to just, add a little something, make it a little more realistic. Going in with Spanish Sunrise on that daisy, a second coat of the ivory. I think it's Italian ivory. It just came to me, Italian ivory. Giving everything a really good dry. I want that Brocante powder dry before I go in. And then I'm going to use my Debi's DIY Dark Wax to distress everything. It was still, the pieces were a little warm from the drying, so it just really melted into the crevices, which I kind of liked. And of course, I'm going to go in with my Dead Flat Top Coat to seal everything up and really take out any shine. The mineral acrylics do have a little bit of shine to them. They also have a built-in top coat, so you don't have to put on a top coat, but I just love everything to be really matte, so that is my choice. Kind of laying those small pieces on top of what they're going with as I'm pulling them off of my board, being gentle, because sometimes I'm a little rough with my pieces and they do break, but that's my fault. And you can still see the score line. So when I lift up this front plate to put the letters on, I am getting the light right so that I can actually see the score lines. I love that about these because I cannot get things straight for my life. Really cleaning out some of the gooped up spots in the daisy. And then just using a little bit of art glitter glue and lining everything up, making sure that I'm getting everything lined up with those edges, and putting the backboard pieces down first, the ones that go flush against the backboard. And then I'm going to place all of the little accent pieces around before I decide to glue them, other than the popsicle pieces, because, you know, they have grooves to go. And I knew where I wanted that daisy. I wanted it to cover up where the rinds met there. But I wasn't really sure about where I wanted my ant or my crows, so I kind of placed those first and then moved my hearts and everything, and I kept moving my little ant up higher because I really wanted him to shine. He's just so cute. And I put a lot of glue on those hearts because they are only on that Brocante powder, and because it has a little texture, it needed a little more grip. But I love how it turned out. I hope you do too. There it is in my blue box. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.